All right, as we've been telling you, there have been a number of county executive races tonight, and a big one to watch was in Baltimore County. And we're going to go live to Pikesville at the Kamenetz campaign headquarters. Christy Aletto is there, and she has, do you have the county executive with you, Christy?
I do, and you know that race hasn't been officially called, but Kamenetz is favored to win. He stopped by with us tonight. I mean, what is your reaction to this race for this evening?
Well, first of all, I'm grateful for the voters that they, I understand that they have some angst with what's going on in Annapolis and in Washington, but they recognize that in Baltimore County we're keeping our fiscal house in order and doing the job, and I really appreciate the support I'm getting from the voters.
And what do you think sealed the deal for those voters as they went to the polls this evening?
Well, you know what? When I got elected 4 years ago, I decided I'm going to do my job and focus on what we need to do. And after the 4 years, let the voters decide how we did. And I think, the election takes care of itself. But obviously, there is an angst out there. We lost a couple good folks who were running on the east side, and I recognize that. But I'm also grateful for the voters who recognize the job that we're doing at the local level, keeping our fiscal house in order.
And speaking of that, you possibly get to keep your post as Baltimore County executive for the most part. What do you take away from the fact that Maryland traditionally bleeds blue, but it's looking like this wave of red is going to sweep across the state?
Look, I'm a good student of political history. It's not unusual. You have a governor who served for 8 years. There's some angst with that. It's the 6th year of an 8-year presidency. There's angst with that. There's voter fatigue. So I recognize that, and the voters are right to speak out. They're upset about it. It's a strange environment out there. It's not just what's happening with the economy, but you're worried about Ebola and ISIS and a lot of other things going on. But in my case, they recognize on the local level that we're doing the right things. Ultimately, I think things will come together and we'll get everything done.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Kamenetz, for joining us. Back to you guys on TV.